Good morning.
Hey, Mashi, how you doing?
Good, good. I have a problem with my computer, so I'm audio only.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Okay. How's everyone? Good?
Good.
Good morning,
Good to hear
everyone.
everyone's voice. Good morning.
Mashi, if you want me to share screen or anything for HSIP, just let me know. I have most of the items up.
And a quick question, Melissa. Will you send us the agenda after the meeting?
Yes, and it's actually, I can show you on the website where it's at. I'll put this in the chat real quick. Okay, so if you go to the Tampa Bay Traffic Safety Team or Safety website, and you go under Education, CTST, and then go under Hillsborough. It'll take a second, and then just scroll down, and there is the agenda and the past meeting minutes. And then this gets updated every month. So next month it'll be an in-person meeting, and we'll have the address and whatnot up here for you.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Yep, anytime.
Just send us the link for reference. I think you sent us something.
I sent the website, and then I'll click the link. There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I think I'm in finally.
I see you. Yes.
It was taking its time.
It always does that on meeting day. Always.
Yes. Yes, of course. I was just going to mention that if anyone wants to be added to the contact list for eBlast, let us know. Tell Melissa.
Put your name in the chat and we'll get you added.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody.
Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Good, good. Sorry, I'm a little late. We're live in the field at Hillsborough Community College here today.
Oh, that sounds good.
You must be important, Eric.
I know I must be. I'm split all over the place today.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you very much. It's off to an exciting start so far.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Jim Reiser, TPD.
Good morning.
It looks like it's 9:30. We can go ahead and get it rolling. Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. It's still the morning. Welcome to your Hillsborough CTST. We can go ahead and get started with introductions. I'm Eric Henry, FDOT District 7, your CTST program manager. Melissa, if you want to run through the attendance and do introductions.
Sure. So, hey, everybody, I am Melissa Shepard with JMT. And I'll just go down the list here. Lama.
Hi, morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. I'm with the Hillsborough County Planner.
All right, thank you much. Elizabeth Blevins.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Susan Boda.
Morning, all. Susan Boda with Benish.
Thank you. Brenton Mosier.
Brenton Mosier, USF Qatar.
Thank you. Anthony Chamont.
Hey, Anthony Chamont with JMT.
Sir. Chong or Kong Ken. Excuse me.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Kong Chen, and I'm a research faculty in Qatar, USF. So, been working on safety for more than 10 years. So glad to be here. I think this is the first time I'm here. So glad to see all of you. So.
Thank you. All right, Swara.
Hi, my name is Swara Farheen, and I work for Hillsborough, Atkins Global, Tampa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Abigail.
Good morning, all. Abigail Flores with Hillsborough County Safety Program Manager.
Thank you. George Emerson.
Good morning, everyone. George Edmiston with Benish.
Thanks, sir. Glormar.
Good morning. My name is Glormar, but I go by Lori Belangia. I'm a manager with Growth Management, Hillsborough County Public Schools.
Awesome, thank you. Michelle.
Michelle Harris with AAA.
Thank you.
Advisor.
Right.
I am
Jacob.
unable to take your call at this time. Leave a message and the reason for your call, and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thank you, and have a good day.
Okay. Jacob Gonzalez.
Jacob Gonzalez, Tampa Police Department, DUI.
Thank you, sir. Jim Reiser. Jim. He's on the line. All right, Jennifer Hall. All right, she is on the call today. Karen Buckenheimer.
Good morning, Karen Buckenheimer, Executive Director of More Health.
Thank you, ma'am. Kelly Farron.
Good morning, Kelly Farron with City of Tampa Mobility Department.
Thank you. Don Lewis.
Good morning, Don Lewis, Tampa General Hospital Trauma Program.
Great, thank you. Mashid.
Good morning, Mashid Dorosty, American Quality Consultants, FDOT Safety Ambassador.
Thank you. Brian McCarthy.
Hey, good morning. Brian McCarthy with City of Temple Terrace.
Melissa Kinchlow.
Good morning. Melissa Kinchlow, Manager of Crossing Guard Unit and Sheriff's Office.
Thank you. Michelle Orton.
Michelle Orton, Hillsborough County Public Schools, Growth Management.
All right, and then we have someone on the line, first initial P, last name McLean. Okay, well, this person is on the line. Vanessa Navarro.
Good morning, this is Vanessa with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you much. Mike Zinn. Yeah, Mike Zinn, Department of Transportation Traffic Safety Office. Thank you. And I feel like we have a couple other people online. What about Lindsay?
Lindsay is also with AAA. She's trying to join right now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Ellen Snelling.
Ellen Snelling, Tampa Alcohol Coalition. Good morning.
Thank you, ma'am. And Emily Hinsdale.
Hi, Emily Hinsdale with Sidewalks Gompers. Good morning.
Thank you. Okay, so if there's anyone else that I did not call your name and you are on the phone, please go ahead and introduce yourself now. Okay, great.
This is Jim Reiser, TPD. I'm back with you.
Okay, thanks, Jim. All right, awesome. Just to let everybody know, this meeting is being recorded. Please mute your microphones if you are not speaking.
All right, thank you for running us through that, Melissa. Let's see, everyone should copy of August's meeting minute. Give everybody a chance to look over that, and then we could have a motion to approve.
This is Dawn. I approve.
Great, thank you. Do we have a second?
Second, Kelly Fearon.
All right, perfect. With that, the minutes are approved. We can go ahead and move into our business updates, starting with bicycle, pedestrian, motorcycle safety updates. Who's got something for us?
Hey, Eric, it's Brenton. I guess I'll go. We have a few things. So we'll start with last Friday, we had a very wet traffic skills 101 class at Cutter. Everything was going well until we went out onto our road ride and the skies opened up on us, but we persevered. So we had 4 attendees. We had someone from the Tampa Bay Downtown Partnership. We had 2 city council person, Meredith Abel, and a member of her BPAC. And we had a sergeant from Largo Police Department participating in that. So that was fun. I want to give a special shout out to Sabrina Penton from FDOT, who helped me with a presentation, a walking, biking, driving safety presentation earlier in the month at Silver Tree Senior Center, which is near Nebraska and Fowler. And she helped deliver a Spanish language translation of the presentation to the residents there. This is part of what I'm doing is also going to be covered under education. So we are currently launching a geofencing campaign we just launched the USF, and we are going to be launching UT by the end of the week. And this is just for new people on campus and returning people to get some safety education. They'll take a little safety quiz and get a safety item for that. And finally, we are back in driver's ed for the semester. George and our other instructor, Christian Zara, are doing presentations to driver's ed throughout the 5 counties.
Great, thank you, Brendan. Yeah, Sabrina's fantastic. She works at FDOT. She's one of our safety ambassadors. She's a lot of help for a lot of our tabling events. So glad she could be of help to you all as well. Does anybody else have anything on the bike ped front?
This is Emily Hinsdale. I just had a question. If anybody on this call was sending out the Florida Teen Safe Driving Coalition packets, because as a parent of a teen driver, I received one in the mail, and I just wanted to say it was a lot of really great information. I'm glad to see this going out to families.
Yeah, Eric, do you want me to handle that, or you want to handle it?
Yeah, as far, I mean, I've only been to one of their coalition meetings so far, but as far as I understand, they've got that kind of set up automatically to send out. And I believe it is available on the Florida Teen Safe Driving Coalition website, if anybody wants to download it.
It goes out automatically to every driver, every teen driver's parents. So it's a new initiative that was brought through the Teen Safe Driver Coalition to get the state to do that. So glad to hear it's working.
All right, anybody else on bike ped, motorcycle? Going once, going twice. All right, how about education? Anybody got anything for us?
This is Karen Buckenheimer. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
Perfect. Just give you a quick update and that More Health will be going into Hillsborough County Schools, Pinellas County Schools, and some Pasco schools starting in a couple of weeks. And two of the lessons that we teach is bicycle and pedestrian safety in the elementary schools. And it's, of course, all of our lesson education is free to the schools. And so we're sending out scheduling packets and we'll be out in the schools. So you're welcome to join us at any time.
Great, thank you so much. Anybody else have anything?
Hi, this is Dawn from Tampa General. I can give a little update on our Stop the Bleed training. We did do the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the school crossing guards 2 weeks ago, just before school started. I think there was 36 of them that we trained. We also have some upcoming training with the Pepin Academies. That's in October. And then we have another one also in October. It's a pretty large event over at the Port of Tampa that will also be providing the training. I can't recall off the top of my head what the function is right now, but I think there's about 100 people that's going to be, will be training there. And then we continue to do our public classes as well, once a month, one in South Tampa and one out at the Brandon Healthplex. To spread the word, we'll continue the training as long as people keep coming. It's a free 1 hour training. And I believe Anne's on from our pediatric team if she wants to speak to. They did some training as well. Anne, do you want to speak to that? Okay, she might not be able to undo her microphone, but the pediatric trauma team at Tampa General also trained the school nurses within the county before they started. So a large group of training was done by that team, which was very successful. Thank you.
I just want to say a quick thank you to Dawn and her team for coming out and doing the Stop the Bleed course for the area crossing guards. A lot of positive feedback and they were thrilled and it was very helpful to them.
Yeah, great. Thank you for that update, Don. I'm glad to hear that we're giving that to crossing guards. I think anybody who has the opportunity should take that training. Get it, the mega meeting, CTST mega meeting. And I think that's something that everyone should take if they get the opportunity. Anybody else on education?
Hi, everyone. This is Jennifer Hall. Sorry I couldn't do introductions with the Nation's Traffic Safety School. I, like Eric, am overbooked today. So I was still the last few minutes getting to another destination. So really quickly with education, we had sent out some informational packets to the county judges regarding driver improvement and when individuals get tickets and that they had such low numbers coming out of the courts for driver improvement classes. And we have seen through Hillsborough a significant increase in court orders coming out of there in the last few weeks. So hopefully we will start getting from both ends with not only enforcement, but from the educational side as well. And then anybody, I heard a lot of people here for DUI classes. If you could please send me your email, I'll put it in the chat now that I'm here and I can type in there. We get so many phone calls with DUI and people looking for DUI courses, and we do not do that. So I heard a lot of individuals that were with programs that we had not heard of before. So if you could please send me an email so I have your contact information, we'll be happy to send those over to you. And as for the Teen Safe Driver Coalition packet, yes, I actually just received one. I'm new to that coalition. We have a meeting next week, and I was going to bring up, it did take about 6 months for me to get from the point that my daughter got her permit to the point of getting that packet. So actually, I was going to see if there was maybe another way we could get them out quicker to parents. So that is something that we'll work on. And in addition to that, we are working on a webinar as October is Teen Safe Driver week. And so we're working on a webinar series coming out of there for schools to have during that week. So whether you put it on your morning announcements or it's just a recording that you could put on, I know my kids use Canvas as their program. I'm not really sure what Hillsborough County schools use. I apologize on that. But that will have more information hopefully next month's meeting. But I know that next month's meeting is pretty close to that safety week in the middle of October. So just a heads up there. So if that's something that you want more information on, I'll be happy to get that to you as well. That is everything I have.
Great. Thank you, Jennifer. Anybody else? I can mention, like I said, we're out here at HCC Dale Mabry. They're hosting an event this week. Their welcome week. It's their first week back of class. So we're out here Monday, we're out here Tuesday, and we're out here today. I'm trying to reach some of those younger folks. We're also going to be doing Road Safety Day at HCC Dale Mabry, as well as Plant City, and I believe in Ybor as well next month. So we're out there hitting that education hard. Does anybody have anything else on education before we move on?
Tampa Police Department
All right.
has our My Education presentation programs at 3 of our high schools between the end of August and beginning of September, which paid for or payment is assisted by FDOT grant.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Last chance, anybody? All right. How about enforcement and our crash statistics? Not everybody all at once.
At night, TPD's been focusing extra enforcement in the area of Gandy and Selman due to the racer issues and speeding. We've been seeing
Hey, Jacob, I think you cut out. You were speaking and then you just stopped. I think your mic muted yourself.
Sorry, I hit the button. Yeah, we've been doing enforcement off of Gandy and the Selman Expressway due to the increased complaints of racers and the speeding issues. Due to our increased enforcement, we have seen a decrease in the amount of racers or racing complaint issues at night. So we're continuing to go out there for the rest of the month in August. September, we'll move to another location and hopefully that'll resolve it.
This is Jim Reiser, TPD. I can add to that. As far as enforcement goes, we have 3 grants in process right now: the aggressive driving, the work zone, and the motorcycle safety. I'm going to touch on the motorcycle safety first. That folds a little bit into education side. We have a smart class, motorcycle safety, the 2-day course coming up in September. We just had an open day last weekend. Very short notice, we were able to put that together, get some people to come out and practice on our course. And we'll be looking to wrap up the motorcycle safety grant with some increased enforcement. Particularly, a lot of my motorcycle fatalities are on the Memorial Highway, I-275, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Howard Franklin Bridge area, which kind of gives us some extra enforcement with the construction out there, which segues me into the work zone grant, which we're doing a lot of work out on the Howard Franklin Bridge. Try and get out there at least 2 to 4 times a week and do some enforcement out there. The workers seem to appreciate it. Trying to time it when there are actually people. It's mainly trucks coming out on that roadway because a lot of the bridge work is being done on that new section. So it's not directly on the roadway. And then I'm also seeking out work zones along state roadways in the city. And we had some on the Selman Expressway and a lot of city projects, small city projects back in the residential neighborhoods, trying to slow those people down. Comes the aggressive driving grant. We'll probably be wrapping that up around Memorial Day weekend. We're going to try and run an operation with that. While we're not a DUI unit, there's the drive sober, get pulled over coming up, but we're going to have extra enforcement out there, probably 24/7. I think Jake can touch on the drive sober, get pulled over initiative the DUI unit's going to do. So we're staying busy, looking to wrap the grant cycle up, and then we should be getting notice on the new grants for next year coming in, hopefully the end of September. But that will not be me addressing that. I'll be retiring on September 9th, but I've taken a position with Gresham Smith, working in conjunction with FDOT, so I'm still going to stay involved in the coalition and some of the other things going on in the Tampa Bay area. So you'll still see me around. I'll just be in a different capacity. So that's all I got. Jake, if you want to touch on the drive sober, get pulled over thing, I don't know. I know me and you haven't had a chance to talk personally because of hours, but I know we're going to be doing something during that time.
Yes, we do have a DUI checkpoint scheduled on August 26th at Nebraska and MLK. Anyone's invited if they want to come out and watch. We also are working with HESO for a saturation patrol over the Labor Day weekend for the Drive Sober, Get Pulled Over campaign. We'll have multiple DUI officers out every night through the weekend and on Labor Day, trying to find as many DUIs as possible.
All right, great. Thank you for the update, guys.
Oh, Jim Reiser again. One other thing, 24 fatalities, city of Tampa this year, down, I believe, 8. So we're seeing a reduction. Last year we had a 26% reduction from the horrendous year of 2021 where we had 81. I'm hoping we key in around a 30% reduction this year is what we're aiming for, but we are coming up on the busy season, so it could be an interesting third and fourth quarter as we're moving forward.
Great, thank you, Jim. Yeah, let's hope we keep seeing that trending down. We can see anything on our side. So, Brenton, do you want to touch on the ELE stats?
Sure. So these are the not nationwide, the district-wide stats from the ELE. And of course, these are only what's been reported. Our law enforcement officers sometimes get busy and we don't receive them in the weeks that they were conducted. We receive them a little bit later, but generally that's not an issue in Hillsborough County though. But so yeah, we have a lot of speeding warnings and citations, and we're over 10,000 total citations since the beginning of the ELEE period on May 1st. And these are only details conducted on state roads. So they have to do 2 or 3 hours on state roads in order to get the points for the details. So these are where we're at right now. We're doing pretty well with this program. We're very happy with it.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Brennan. It sounds like we're blowing last year's program out of the water, so that's great news. Does anybody else have anything on enforcement or crash statistics? Alrighty, how about engineering?
I can go real quick. For City of Tampa, we released our mobility plan in the last month, so I'll drop a link in the chat if anyone wants to check it out. But we're really excited to have wrapped up the plan, and it's really going to guide the city's investment in the next 30 years.
This is Abigail Flores, Hillsborough County. So we attended the Portland ITE International Conference recently, where we had a poster session where we were talking about our speed selection tool. So we are working on this tool to select safer speeds. It's part of the safe systems approach of safe speeds, safe posted speeds. So there was a lot of interest. Like, the industry is really hungry for standardized methods of approaching safety. And this tool allows us to have standardized processes where you put certain inputs in, and then it'll provide a reasonable safe speed for your retrofit corridor or your new corridor. So we're still working on it, but yeah, great interest there. And we are just continually moving our safety programs forward. We are, and our grant, so we're still recently finalized our grant with FHWA, the agreement. So looking forward to starting that work for 22 projects where we're going. That's the other trend in our industry and transportation is quick implementation. So the time that we're kind of pivoting from the 10-year design and build projects to the quick implementation of what can we do with our funds this year. So, and what was really interesting, I want to share with the group was Nashville. I've never been on my radar for safety, but their elected official in Nashville, Tennessee, NDOT, the elected official said that he wanted them to do projects 50% cheaper and 20% faster. And they responded with doing 30 bicycle projects and 20 sidewalk projects. So it can be done. And Hillsborough County is growing that capacity, growing those skills to be able to make quick impact with our resources that we have today. That's my update. Thanks.
Thank you, Abigail. Anybody else?
Hi, this is Karen Beckenheimer. I have a question. I'm not sure if it's for engineering or not, but for Beta Bay, which is in the city of Tampa, but I know Beta Bay is not, I don't think, a city road, but they installed after that terrible crash that happened a year and a half ago, they installed speed bumps and also like a crosswalk thing. And I was driving on Beta Bay and the speed bumps are not well marked. And then the crossing signs, whatever, they are hidden by trees. And several of my friends have reported that they have seen near crashes again with pedestrians crossing the street, moms with strollers and babies because the cars can't see the crossing marks. So I don't know who that person is to report that to, that additional work needs to happen on that road for that crosswalk to make sure that's visible to drivers. And then the other thing is that at the end of my street on Bayshore, I've reported and my daughter's reported that there's no stop sign and it's just missing. It hasn't been there for years and I've reported it and no one ever comes out to install a stop sign. So who does that?
I can take the one on Bayshore. What's the intersection?
Bayshore and Bayshore Court. Thank you,
Okay.
Kelly.
Okay, and the other location, you said Beta Bay, is that
Beta
Lois?
Bay and Lois, yes.
Okay.
Beta Bay and Lois. That it's just the visibility is just not great, and the marking, the paint, you know, it just needs to be really improved. Thank you for just looking into it. I really appreciate it.
All right, yeah, we did work on that, I believe in conjunction with City of Tampa, but yeah, I will talk to the engineer of record about these concerns. And you said you've seen near misses or
Yes,
residents?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
right.
and people that live there, they've talked about it, but you know, it's still a big concern for the community.
All right, we will look into that. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Abigail.
You're welcome.
Great, perfect. Glad we have the right folks on the call for that. Anybody else have anything for engineering before we move on? Alrighty, next up we have school transportation items. Do you have anybody from the schools here?
I'm from the schools, but I don't have anything on transportation. I don't know if Laura is here or not, but I don't have anything.
This is Emily Hinsdale with Sidewalk Stompers. I'm not from the schools, but I can give you an update with what we're doing. We have 15 schools partnering with us on walk to school programs this year. Most of them are either launching this week or in the next couple of weeks. A couple of them have invited us out for really great bike to school events, as opposed to back to school events where they invite different people from the community to come talk about bike safety. And we've had Baycare there, and crossing guards and the Hillsborough TPO joined us at those schools. A lot of these walkers will be out on the roads, so we've been urging them to reach out to More Health and Baycare for education on how to walk safely. And we are also then gearing up for National Walk to School Day. So if anybody wants to connect with us on our National Walk to School Day celebrations or on our regular weekly Walk to School Wednesday programs, we would love more partners.
Awesome. Thank you, Emily. Anybody else? Alrighty, perfect. Moving right along. Next up, we have our HSIP update. Mashid, gonna give everybody the update.
Good morning. Yes, I'm very happy to report that all of us, Eric, Emmett, Bill, Hug, Kian, Melissa, and I have been working on the HSIP portal. We're currently testing the portal. Melissa sent out the e-blast. And if you would like to be added to the contact list on that e-blast, please let Melissa and I know, or I know, and we would be happy to send it to you. As we talked about before, it's a one-page form. It's very easy to use. We got our first application actually from City of Tarpon Springs. But Melissa, I was thinking if you could bring it up like you were talking about it this morning, you can reach the portal through Tampa Bay Traffic Safety website. And you go to education and HSIP as always. And the application form is there and the tutorial. And as always, if there are any questions, I'll be happy to help, and Melissa will be happy to help, and all of us. And as the application is submitted, we get an email saying that you have submitted an application, so we can go in and look at the application, look at the summary, and start working on it. So we're very happy that that has gotten through. And you know, again, in any case, anything you have, we will be very happy to help out. And Eric, is there anything else I can add or we can add? Melissa?
I think that was good, Mashi.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, so that's live. So if anybody has any HSIP funding requests they want to submit, this is the avenue to do it now. So get those in, we'll follow up with you. And like Mashid said, if you're not on the mailing list, you haven't received it, just let us know and we can add you on there. So moving right along, Target Zero. Anybody have any updates on that front? That's all right. No big updates. We're not at zero yet. We're all working on it. Let's go ahead and move it along then. Calendar updates and activity reports. I know we've already mentioned we have Drive Sober, Get Pulled Over going on this month. Next week, we have the Florida Teen Safe Driving Coalition meeting, Tuesday and Wednesday, the 29th and 30th. And I've seen several people here who will be there. Mike Zen and myself will also be there representing FDOT, so we look forward to seeing whoever's coming out there. Does anybody have anything else?
I have the fatal maps, Eric. I have that as well.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go over those. Thank you, Melissa.
And Lori was unable to be in the meeting, but she gave me a little report that I can read to everybody. So from January 1st to June 12th, that's the data from this fatal map, there have been 79 crashes. From the last CTST meeting, January 1st to May 6th, there were 66 crashes. So we are up a little bit, 13 crashes to be exact. The 13 new crashes consisted of 2 left turn fatal crashes, 2 other fatal crashes, 6 pedestrian fatal crashes, 1 rear end, 1 off the road, and 1 side swipe fatal crash. She gave a little update on the fatals. They were on I-275 and Bush Boulevard. One of them was nighttime in cloudy, wet conditions. It says the pedestrian ran across the southbound exit lane of 275 and entered the outside lane directly in front of traffic, which is unfortunate. We also have US 92 and Haggard Road, Falkenberg Road and Highland Manor Drive, Cross Creek Boulevard, Big Bend, and I don't know how to say this name, Mercator Lane, and then US 92 and Branch Forbes Road. So those were the 6 pedestrian fatal locations. She also mentioned over the same time frame as last year, there were 96 crashes, so we are down 17 from this time last year. And then as you can see here, we also have the little at a glance month to month from last year to this year. If you guys have any questions about that. Okay.
Anybody have any other calendar updates or progress reports?
This is Emily Hinsdale. Walk Bike Tampa and the City of Tampa are hosting World Car Free Day on September 23rd. Should be a great event. Hope you all come out.
Great. Where are y'all holding that again?
It is in several locations. So Midtown Tampa, Downtown Tampa, and Ybor City. There's a bike-friendly route between all of those locations, among those locations. And there'll be events at each of those locations.
Emily, are those only within the city limits of Tampa?
Yeah, this is a City of Tampa and Walk Bike Tampa event. But it is World Car Free Day. Honestly, anybody else can set their own up.
Thank you.
This is Michelle Harris, if I may. We have a fall festival / touch a truck event coming up on Saturday, October 21st at our AAA Carrollwood office. There'll be a number of agencies as well as local vendors and businesses, fun for kids right before Halloween. So we will focus that event on safety. So if anyone would like to participate, please reach out. We'd love to have you there. We also have a Safe System conference that we're planning. It's in South Florida in Miami. But if you have any agencies or anything like that can join us, we'd love the support and partnership. We will be inviting, DOT offices as well as law enforcement, government agencies, and things like that.
Great. Thanks for that, guys. Anybody else with any activity reports, calendar update?
Can I make a comment?
Of course.
This is Michelle. I'm Hillsborough County Public Schools. Is there something I can do? I have a school that has just changed from a K-5 to a K-8, and I am just having a difficult time having the parents change from car drop-off to car sharing or pedestrian. I mean, it would be so easy if they would walk because it's a neighborhood school. How could is there pamphlets I could send out to the school, to the parents? That's why I was wondering if Emily had her program just within the city limits of Tampa.
No,
I'm new to
Stompers
this,
is
so I
countywide.
don't know.
Sidewalk Stompers is countywide. We work with several schools in the county. Which is this school?
This is Collins.
Yeah, we actually are just launching a program with them in the next couple of weeks. So we were out there at their bike to school night last week, and we will be starting our Sidewalk Stompers incentive program with them. I believe September 6th is their first date.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. If you want to contact me at sidewalkstompers@gmail.com and talk further, I'd love to have your input and your ideas as we work with them.
Okay, that would be great because I'm getting calls from parents because the county and TECO are working on underground utilities right now, and it's kind of hectic over there. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting a lot of emails and calls from parents, and I think letting them know, hey, you can walk would be helpful.
Yeah, not just you can walk, but I'll give you a prize if you walk.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, awesome, great. Thank you for the question, Michelle. Yeah, and we do also have like just general walking safety information, workbooks for kids in that age range. So if you get people walking and you want to distribute those, feel free to reach out and we can try to get some in your hands. Anybody have anything else on calendar updates and activity report?
Actually, this is Jennifer. So I attend the CTST meetings, but I'm actually in Orlando since our Tampa office usually has things going on Wednesdays. But my kids actually go to a K through 8, and it's been open for a few years, and bike ped is always been an issue, something that I'm actually working on with the school this year with the new principal. So Emily, I'm going to be reaching out as well, what you guys are already doing, maybe not to reinvent the wheel. But the other piece to that is the Teen Safe Driver Coalition website has a great project for the high schoolers to kind of help with elementary and middle. And it's already on their website. If you go there, I can try and find it, or I'm sure Mike Zen probably is amazing and has it, bookmarked. But that's a program that they could also use, and helping the high schoolers kind of help reinforce it as well. And again, with the whole prize thing, maybe even the high schoolers getting their service hours. So it really is a great cohesive program that we're looking at as well.
And just another point, you said you were going to Carrollwood. That is also changing from a K through 5 to a K through 8, but it's doing it 1 year at a time. This year is 6th grade. Next year will be 7th grade. And then the year after that will be a full-fledged 8th grade. So that's why I didn't bring that up, since you are doing something with Carrollwood soon. So maybe they could use a little help on the walking. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you again, guys. One more chance for any other calendar updates or activity report. All right, perfect. Let's move into open forum and announcements. Does anybody have anything else we didn't cover?
Hey, I just want to say something real quick. Sergeant Reiser kind of just threw that in, that he was going to be retiring from TPD, and even though he will still be around to work with us, I did want to thank him for all his service. I've known him since my entire career at Cutter, I think, and it's always, he's always had a lot of good advice, and it's always a guarantee to see him at these meetings. So I'm glad he'll still be around.
Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'll still be involved, but it's time for me to start that next chapter. So that's where we're at.
Happy retirement. We miss you.
Don't worry, I got my replacement up to speed. We'll be good. Tampa's still going to be well represented. And we got Jake Gonzalez on the line today. It's one of his first times. He's very, very passionate about traffic safety. Very, very involved. So between him and my DUI sergeants and my new motor sergeant, which will be Sergeant Demetrius German, and we're going to be fine. It's going to be great. So we'll keep the momentum going.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. And congrats on your retirement, Sergeant Reiser. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of the relaxation and not be working too much. Anybody else? Nope. All right. If nobody has anything else, I think that's everything on the list, unless we missed anything. If nobody has anything, we can go ahead and call it here. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good day.
Great week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.